Hey guys, DJ Benji here for round 2 of a competitive Modern League. We're starting out game 1 on the draw, and I like this hand. We have turn 1 Amulet, turn 2 Sakura Tribe Scout, which will ramp us up to 3 mana, and then we'll have 6 mana by turn 4 for sure. Maybe more if we draw something good. Amulet here's on the play. Maybe he's going to counter it. I don't know. Is this another Grixis Shadow matchup? Nope. Thought Scour? Maybe. It's kind of ironic that I made changes to the deck anticipating more Tron and then Grixis Shadow and Grixis Shadow again. But hopefully I can replicate what happened in the last game. Thoughtseize here. Our opponent's probably going to take the Elder, I would assume. And once this resolves, they're going to be down to 11. They might play something like a Death Shadow. So pretty quick Death Shadow for them. Definitely tanking a lot about this decision. If they take something like a Summoner's Pact, I'm going to leave the Sakura Tribe's Elder back to block in case they play something big. And since they play like 3 or 4 Fiddle Pushes main, I doubt Elder would be able to block for much, maybe a turn, but it's definitely possible that they have, pushes and it doesn't even last a turn. They have another Thoughtseize? No, Death Shadow. Okay. That's a cool draw. I like Relic here. And I think if I play my Gruul Turf out, I get the extra mana this turn, so I'll be able to play both an Elder and a Relic. That said, I'd kind of be losing some of my combo potential. When you have a bounce land in hand, you can really go crazy with, if you have an Azusa, you can play it 3 times, get 6 mana, get a Titan, and really go crazy. But I'm going to not play for the combo kill right now and just try to get as much of the board developed as I can. Being on the draw, I feel like we're a little bit on the back foot here. And one of the good things about Elder is, say, my opponent tries to kill the Relic or something, I always have the option of cracking my Elder, and with an Amulet of Vigor in play, the land comes into play untapped, and I can respond by cracking the Relic. Especially if he plays something like land and then Snapcaster plus Thoughtseize. Okay, just a regular Thoughtseize. Here at 6, if we had the combo kill, it would definitely be strong, but we don't have an Azusa, we don't have a Titan, so we're pretty far away from that anyway. Fatal Push. Okay. I'm getting the Island here, so I have the option to tutor with Teleria West. And like I said before, because they play Fatal Pushes main, I actually didn't even get the chance to use my Sakura Tribe Elder to block. And what do we have here? Another a big Delve Threat. Okay. End of turn, I'm going to crack here just because we're pretty far behind. Okay, so here with double amulet we can transmute Teleria West, but transmuting Teleria West doesn't get us much, right? We go 2, 4, 6, and it would cost us 3 mana to transmute. So is there any way we can do this? So if we play this now and transmute, next turn we'll also have 6 mana. So that's our best bet. Our best bet for winning is to, well, let's see, 4 and 7 is 11. This is 12 damage. So we'd go to 1. Yikes. We're pretty low chance to winning, so let's just go for something like a Hail Mary here. Transmute our Teleria West for Summoner's Pact, and bounce a bounce land, and then next turn play the bounce lands for 4, 5, 6, and get a double hasty Titan for 10. Our opponent has a shock land. Okay, thanks for telling us. In that case, I'm going to play EE on 1 and found a new line. Maybe I shouldn't have played this Amulet of Vigor. Considering they didn't shock here, I have to hope I get a Titan and I'm not blowing up my amulets. So amulets are the only way we can win here. And I get a Sakura Tribe Scout. So I can chump block once. It's not going to do it. I guess I'll fight one more turn. And here we go. We lost. Okay, so game 1's pretty tough in this matchup, like I said, but we can try again. Let's go with Hornet Queen, Thragtusk, Dismembers, Tireless Trackers, and Bajuka Bog. One thing that we didn't use last time, but we could try, is something like Ramunap Excavator, and just try to maybe get them out of red sources or get them out of black sources. It's pretty risky. I don't think it's worth it. I think it's pretty silly to just try that here. We'll go ahead and do the same boarding plan as last game. Opponent's thinking a while how to sideboard here. some of the decks are now playing one in the blue counter something. Oh, Disdainful Stroke. Converted mana cost 4 or greater. That card's a beating because it's always so unexpected, I think. And you really can't play around it. So here we have a slow hand, but it's perfect for this matchup. I'll keep it. Colony Garden can chump block, dismember. We'll get rid of any of their delve threats. And Tireless Tracker is actually a pretty good threat that keeps strongest action. Scour delete it off. Cool, bounce land. I'll just play my Radiant Fountain and attack with a plant token. People talk about sending a message, whatever, why not? Hey, I got a top kick from it. Inquisition. Probably going to take our Tireless Tracker here, unfortunately. Which means I'm just going to play my bounce land, bounce Colony Garden, and hope to, you know, chump block and play defense until we get to 6 mana. In this matchup, we're kind of like playing a control deck. 5-color control. Interestingly, Cavern of Souls might be good now. Like I said before, like when they're playing a Disdainful Stroke, it's actually going to come into play. They're definitely filling up their yard. A Bojuka Bog would be nice, so would a Relic. But they could have definitely played a Delve Threat last turn if they wanted to. So they're probably threat light at this point. Or just Death Shadow flooded. And they don't want to play it into a Dismember. And no plays from them so far. Yeah, no plays. Pretty interesting. Just gonna keep making chump blockers and playing the control role. Next turn we'll have 5 mana, and then we'll have 6, and we don't even need to play out our bounce land or do anything crazy. I think for the Dismember, I'll want to do it on their turn. I figure he or she waited till their Death Shadow was 4 so they can use their, their counterspell. So why not have them spend their mana on their turn? And if we really want this to resolve, we can do it again now before Stubborn Denial's in their graveyard, so they can't snap it back. I think that's fine. And just like that, we're down to 14. Okay, they had double Stubborn Denial. Good to know. Now our other stuff should resolve. Like, say, a Summoner's Pact. No! Oh my gosh. Misclick. Misclick. Okay, pretty soon we're gonna have to draw something. But that last turn was pretty unfortunate. We'd lose here to something like an Is It Staticaster. We can lose to a Kozilek's Return. I'm guessing they're gonna... Oh, Inquisition? Okay. This hand, if anything, is good against discard. So since we are going to be above 6 mana from here on out, I think the right thing to do is start playing our Gemstone Mines so that we'll be able to do the hasty land plus plus bounce land to replay it and give Titan haste. Tireless Tracker, that's interesting. Do I want to definitely resolve it? I think that it will definitely resolve anyway. So let's go ahead and play it. And follow it up with a Gemstone Mine. That's pretty much a great draw here because it can eat a Snapcaster Mage, so he can't pressure us with that. And also, we'll be able to continue to block the Death Shadow. Our opponent looks like he may be flooding out in this game as well. Quarter. Slayer Stronghold. Again, we're not really drawing much action, which is pretty annoying. I think we might want to replay our Colony Garden if we can, to keep us getting those plant tokens for blocks. And I'm just going to be playing defense now until I get a Titan or something like a Hornet Queen. Hornet Queen would be pretty good here too. Opponent's really not finding much action here, which is very lucky for us, considering we haven't found any action either. Cracking the clue. There we go, there's our Titan. and just using the Cavern of Souls just so we don't accidentally mess up. So we have a bounce land in hand. I'm going to go ahead and get a Tolaria West and a Bojuka Bog. This will force our opponent to act with his graveyard, and also gets us a lot of good triggers for our Tireless Tracker. If he has a Snapcaster, I assume it's going to be played here, but no Snapcaster. Okay. We've already played our land this turn, so we'll just go ahead and pass. Opponent here attacking. I'm going to block with the Tireless Tracker and pump it. And Surgical on the Tireless Tracker. Okay. I'm pretty sure our opponent probably has something like a something to get rid of the Titan. And here our opponent just resigned after seeing our hand, our deck, and let's go into game 3. Here we are for game 3. We see a hand with Sakura Tribe Elder, Colony Garden, 2 cards I like in this matchup. I'll go ahead and keep. First turn we'll play out the Colony Garden, second turn the Forest, and then Elder. We'll have jump blocks for days. I wonder if our opponent boarded in some sort of sweepers or cards to deal with tokens like Is It Staticaster, which is often in the deck. If so, it's good against half our deck, not good against the other half, being like the Titan. If we're resolving Titans and if we're resolving 5/3s, and it won't really make much of a difference. So we still have to hope to draw action. As we saw last game, it can sometimes take a while to do that. And our opponent with a pretty quick start, down to 14. Double Serum Visions, and they went bottom top, so they drew the card they were looking for, and then go bottom bottom. Okay, they're looking for something. Ancient Stirrings here is okay. It's not as good without Amulet, so it's only gonna find us lands, which is good because sometimes you're looking for a Tolaria West or something specific, maybe a relic I could find, which would be pretty good. Okay, so our opponent's loading up his graveyard with everything, all the spells. Turning on their Delve threats, turning on Snapcaster, so. I'm going to leave Sakura Tribe Elder uncracked just because I think that it's better used as a chump blocker. So here we'll Ancient Stirrings. And Bojuka Bog, that's pretty strong. Uncounterable graveyard hate. So, while it's not a great card always, it's can be pretty good. I'm not gonna attack with Elder here, just because I don't want to accelerate them or make their Death Shadow any bigger. And if they have a Snapcaster, I didn't want them to be Ambush Vipered. So that's what we see here. An Ambush Viper coming down. I want my Sakura Child Elder to block a giant Death Shadow or a Delve guy, not a 2-1. So here we go. A big Death Shadow, a 6/6. We're just gonna let the Snapcaster hit. On this turn, we have, what are we gonna get? Oh, Azusa. That's pretty solid. So if we play Azusa next turn, we'll be able to play a a 6-drop if we get one. So I'm gonna play the bounce land first, so we don't get any triggers. I can then play Azusa. Cavern of Souls, I'll call it on Giant. I have 1 land drop remaining. I'll play my Colony Garden to make another chump blocker. And similar to last game, we have a lot of ways to keep our opponent from getting through. Here we'd love to see, you know, a Primeval Titan or something big. Our opponent's Death Shadow is unfortunately out of Dismember range, so I don't think it's worth paying, you know, 8 life to try to kill a 6/6 when he could easily have a card in hand that, you know, Stubborn Denial is very popular, 3 of 4 of potentially. Terminate. Okay. So now I'm a little torn here. Do I want to bounce, say, the Bajuka Bog and replay it to get rid of that Terminate? Or do I want to bounce and replay the Colony Garden to... and do I want to trade here with my Sakura Tribe Elder? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm already at 6 mana. I don't really need 7 for any reasons. But I'd rather have this as a worst case scenario blocker against Death Shadow, not a blocker against even a trading with Snapcaster Mage. Another Death Shadow. Okay. Yikes. Oh boy. So a really good card also right now would be Engineered Explosives. Playing it on 1 would be devastating for our opponent. So one of my plays I have here is to block with a Sakura Tribe Elder and dismember that target. I'll give it a go here. See if he's got a Stubborn Denial. And he does. Yep. Oh boy. So you see here, our hand unfortunately not getting us anything. Even if we draw a Teleria West, here we're unfortunately not able to tutor anything up. I don't have double blue out right now. need to dismember that guy here. Or I lose. And even so, he just needs a stub or a snapcaster, and they win. Another stub. Okay, so our opponent had good stuff here. I just didn't draw anything. So unfortunately, we lost. I think my draws were an Azusa, and that's it. So nothing coming up for a while. Engineered explosives and a few. Not enough. That's the matchup. I think it's somewhat favorable. I don't think it's really unfavorable. We just had a pretty miserable draw here. Just saw a ton of lands. So thanks for watching. Come back for round 3.